All right, yes, people, welcome to the Real Talk Football TV podcast, Premier League debate show. We've got 1906 to bias myself. Chat. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Yes, let's get into it. Last week we done the predictions for the weekend, so you get 3 points. They even cut me. Let me speak. No, let me speak. All right, 3 points.
Only reason why I come on tonight.
3 points for the correct score line. So if you say Liverpool won 2-1, you get 2-1. It's 3 points for the correct result. If you say it's 3-1, but it was 4-1, you get 1 point. So this week with 7 points is 1906.
You know it.
1906 got 7 points. So he said 3-0 Man City. He said 3-0 Man City, and they did win 3-0. Got a point for Spurs. He got a point for Arsenal. Didn't get a point for West Ham, but he got a point for the other two on Friday. So 1906 wins that. So the score is tight now. So I'm still in the lead with 9 points. Tobias is on 6, and 1906.
How can I be on 6?
Listen. This is what this. I knew this. What Tobias was going to say. He's only missed 1 week.
Bro, are you nuts?
Bruv, you missed 1 week.
Oh my god!
So when you was away, you still
1
put
week.
your score. Bruv, you missed 1 week because you put your scores in when it was when you was on holiday. So you missed 1 week. So you only missed this week.
What about before that?
You know what?
You're not just even talking.
Bruv, you lost the week before that. Bruv, you lost the week before that. I won. So I knew this was going to happen.
The weeks before that.
Hold on, you were stretches ahead.
This is some Liverpool agenda channel anyway, because I've been hearing.
What do you mean Liverpool agenda channel? I swear I'm on 12 points by now.
I keep you on 12 points, brother. You've been losing.
I can't even believe you're on 6. I swear to God. Hey, you know what? Yeah, I watched it last week. I was dying. You need to sort out that mic, my guy. I'm the only one with a mic. Yeah, I've never heard you two were killing me last week. You two were killing me last week. Can you hear me? Oh, no, killing me.
I swear 1906 was doing it on purpose because my mic was fine. I don't know what was going on.
No one could hear you, bro.
I was spitting bars as well. And 1906 just left me. He left me for about 30 seconds.
No one could hear you, my guy. I was just there like, what the hell's going on here? No.
He's got that big BBC microphone in front of him and he's cutting out.
But the thing is, I'm spitting bars. 1906 is nodding his head.
I'm like,
he's nodding his head. He's going, he's going, yeah.
Lip reading. He's on his lip reading vibe.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's like, I was going in. He's going.
I'm all touching buttons, my end, thinking, is it me? Is it me?
Oh shit! But yeah, the mic sorted out. But yeah, 1906 won the predictions this week. So, all right, Arsenal, Arsenal beating Brentford 3-0. I said to 1906, I thought it would be a draw because I thought Brentford would cause them problems because of Tony and that. But I always knew that Arsenal would cause them problems as well with Martinelli and Jesus. Them being top, they're top with the international breaks. I don't think no one would have thought if he's going to pick a team, especially the top 6 side, that Arsenal will be top. Do you think Arsenal are title contenders?
No.
Reason being why?
I think, too early to say all that kind of thing. But I don't know, they're still finding their feet. Yeah, they haven't played anyone yet, I don't think. And I think they're still finding their I don't know.
What you talking about? They played us the other week.
Who are you?
Got beat up.
Who are you?
Okay. Well, the shirts are back on now, yeah?
You're a 9 of the 2. You're a 9 of the 2. Okay. They haven't played anyone. They're not played anyone in my book. So,
but who's
contenders to me? Probably a team more stable. Some team with a, like tinker too much with their skills like Spurs.
First of all, I come and it's all this Liverpool hype. Then I go away for a couple of weeks. I come back to our Arsenal title contenders. This is nuts. Their squad's too small, man. Like from when they have to bring on a 15-year-old the other day, doesn't it tell you that their squad's too small?
Yeah, but Yeah, but if you have injuries, they had no Smith Rowe. Odegaard was injured. They bring in Vieira, and Vieira, I actually liked him when he was at Porto. So the squad is not that thin. If you have injuries, you have injuries, isn't it? But if you have injuries, you have injuries. So what is a big squad? Who's got a big squad? Take Man City out of the equation.
You got a big squad.
Bro, we've got injuries as well. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
but you've got a big squad.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you have a big squad. If you have 5 or 6 injuries, it don't matter.
Yeah, but that wasn't a question. The question was, who has a big squad? And I told you, you man have a big squad.
Yeah, but we have a big
squad. Tottenham's got a big squad.
Tottenham have got a half-decent squad.
Yeah.
You're going to name the basics. Bloody Forest have got a great squad. What are you talking about? They just signed 21 players.
They got 3 squads.
They got A and B and C team.
Yeah, bro. There's squads about it. Clearly. No, but if you add in European football, it's a thin squad. Yeah, it's not just getting out there and injuries. It's what you got left in the tank. I think the January transfer window is going to make a massive difference this year because it's World Cup year.
Yeah,
and everyone's waiting for this gem because they always pick a gem from World Cup. So you're going to, I reckon you're going to see quite a bit of action this January. So maybe they're saving their pennies for that. But I think currently, as it stands, with the World Cup, with the European football cups, etc., squad's a bit too low, especially up top. You take out Jesus, who's there? That being the main one.
Mm.
That being the main one. Who's there?
Yeah.
Saka
hasn't got any real
Who's the young guy? What's his name again? Nketiah, yeah. Eddie.
Yeah, come on, man. No, I don't. No, Eddie's cool in that, but it's like us. We're thin. If you take out Eriksen out of that midfield, we're totally different squad. It's I understand, Jay. It's not.
Yeah.
It's certain positions that they're light on, and I think up front being one of them, right back area another one, midfield another one. Like they're light in certain areas.
Yeah, but like I was about to say, when we won the title, when we were flying, if you look at our squad was weak. Like our squad, we just were lucky with injuries. We just had guys who played every week. When we had Firmino, Salah, and Mane up front, do you remember?
Yeah, but
our squad was terrible.
I don't think
but our starting 11 was as good as anything. But they just stayed fit for the whole season, and we just rode that wave. So squads are no squads. If you're
you can
winning,
go back to Leicester. Leicester didn't have a squad when they won it. I get
exactly,
it, but European football, I just think the squad's a bit too light. And it's Arsenal. It's the same Arsenal. Like we've got to give Arteta credit because we all said first person to get sacked last year.
Yeah,
everyone said it. Everyone said it. That was like first one to get sacked. Still here.
But saying that, when I was watching, have you watched the All or Nothing show on Amazon? Oh, so if you watch that, my perception of Arteta's changed. I think he's going to be a top manager. When you watch it, you think, no, this youth's different.
Yeah,
he's got something about him.
I heard about it. I haven't heard that people saying that.
No, I did. I watched it. I said, like, he's different. Like, he's a good manager. I don't know if he's going to be a special manager, but he's better than what I thought anyway. But when I've watched that, I thought, they're building. I think they're building something. I think
they're building.
They're bringing in Saliba.
Definitely. But yeah, give them. I mean, it's just like us. We're going through transition. I'll give us 3 windows before we come back.
You're not going through transition.
We're going through. What do you mean we ain't going through? Of course, we're going through transition. We have to get the oldies out, mate.
Everyone's like, you're 5 points. What? You 5 points behind City? Well, if you win your game now.
It could be February and we go through the same injury crisis again.
1906. What transitional period are Liverpool going through? All right, Mane's left. If you look at the bigger picture, you would say Man City are going through more of a transitional period, losing Jesus and Sterling.
No, they've replaced well. They didn't have to tinker too much with their squad with City. They get 3 players in, do you know what I mean, and all that. Look at us. Who the hell is Arthur Melo? Who is Arthur Melo?
But that's not a transitional period. That's just
for us to get Arthur Melo in the squad. It's transition, man. It's like filling. It's like polyfiller until something else comes along. Come on, We are in transition. We have to sort out.
You haven't told me that Liverpool are in transition. What you haven't shown me, you haven't said an excuse or the argument that Liverpool in transitional period. They're not.
What I get from it is that you've had a bad transfer window. Now you're
That is it.
transition.
There's no transition.
We need another two. We need another 2 windows before we can even look like contending. I think with this dead squad that we got now, we ain't coming. We've just about scraped top 4.
It's the same squad.
It's the same squad that Lily won. Bar Mane. That's the same.
Exactly. It's the same squad.
That nearly went for the quad. Listen, don't make me start.
It's the same squad.
What?
And that same squad has got a shitload of injuries right now.
Yeah, but how does that make it a transitional period?
No, but what I'm saying is we have to go through that transitional period of getting rid of some deadwood and bringing in some Naby Keita. Are you keeping him or selling him? What are you doing? What would you do? Yeah? What would you do?
You
Oxlade Chamberlain is still on a wage bill. There's stuff we have to get rid of.
All right, we'll talk about Arsenal. All right, let's finish the thought you were just saying. But did we rely on them players last season when we led in 1-4?
Yeah,
so the players you're talking about? No, we did not. So the players you're talking about, did Liverpool rely on Oxlade Chamberlain, Naby Keita last year?
We relied on Naby Keita, didn't we?
Did we Did we rely on Oxlade Chamberlain last year?
We didn't rely on it because he wasn't. He was on the bench though at some stage, wasn't he?
You're not answering my question. Did we rely on Oxlade Chamberlain last year? Stop being a politician. It's yes or no.
He's in the squad, so yes.
No. So Liverpool are not in a transitional period.
You have to make the numbers up, so yes.
Liverpool are not in a transitional period. We've just, at the moment, the transfers we've got in haven't worked. And we've lost arguably our best player to Bayern Munich. That is it. So it's not a transitional period.
Would you not go shopping in January?
I think everyone's going to.
I think everyone will. It depends on the World Cup. It depends. I think what people should have done, in my personal opinion, is get players in now, because I think the price is going to go through the roof, especially if it's a known player or a semi-known player has a great World Cup. So if you could have got that guy for 40, 45 mil, now you're going to pay 70s or 80s. And so it's still massive money, and it's a gamble as well, just like Nunes. So Nunes is a 30, 35 million pound, 40 million pound max player.
Shut up, 20.
Well, you know about your Nunes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But because Man United were interested and other clubs are interested, the price went up. That's why we paid nearly 60 million, 70 million pound for him.
All right, can I ask you a question, Shaq? Let me ask you a question. How many players would you buy in January?
I would buy one, because the players who I would want, I don't think we can get. And it's not even a midfield player I'll get. I think we need another wide player to put pressure on Mane, a project type wide player. That's who I'd buy.
Mane.
No, sorry, Salah. So Salah. So I'll buy a wide player. That's what I would buy. I don't think I'll buy midfield, because the midfielders I want, like a Jude Bellingham or kind of like a Declan Rice, that type of player, I don't see them going in January. So if they can get, I know we're linked with this guy from Shakhtar Donetsk. I don't know who he is. A wide player.
Arsenal, and now we're talking about Liverpool. See what I'm saying about this Liverpool legend?
Well, listen. It was 906.
It's all going to work out. Yeah, we're going to always go back to Liverpool.
It goes full circle back to contenders. No, I don't think Arsenal contenders, but
but the thing is, who are contenders though? Then who are contenders? So if Arsenal are not contenders, who are contenders then?
I would say Tottenham.
In the basis of what?
In the basis they've got a decent manager underneath them, and they've got a fairly steady squad.
Is
their squad that deep though? Is there depth in their squad? It's
you
still
just don't play them. No, it's a hard one, isn't it?
It's still because... to me. Sorry, Tobias. To me, it's still a Harry Kane or a Son away from being fighting for top 4.
Yeah, but then you can say the same about Arsenal, though. If you're talking about 2 attacking players, and then you take out Jesus, then you're talking about the same thing. But you're talking about on a bigger scale.
Yeah, but we all know Harry Kane's going to get his injuries especially his ankle. We know he's going to be out for 3 months. This
Yeah, but
always happens.
then they back that
He's
up
not
with
gonna win any
Richarlison.
games.
Yeah, but
He'll win
Richarlison
games.
doesn't. But Richarlison doesn't score goals. He gives you everything bar scoring.
But Richarlison's a better backup than Nketiah.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, 100%. But he doesn't score enough.
But it's an improvement. So you can
It's
say the
definitely
same.
an improvement.
It's a difficult season to judge, isn't it? Because when does it stop now? It stop.
Yeah, in November. November, isn't it?
So it's not who's top at Christmas anymore, is it? Because that's sort of out the window. And how many games are going to be coming up after Christmas?
All right. So saying that then.
It's
So
gonna
saying
be a
that.
lot.
So the top 6 are all contenders then,
Yeah.
because of
I think it's going to be a mixed bag this season.
just because of the early start and everybody kind of bar Man City, everybody beating everybody.
Who comes back from? Yeah, teams that come back with less injuries from the World Cup, players that didn't go to the World Cup that are staying fit. All of that.
Doesn't help
It's
that
gonna be
Haaland's
mixed up
not
this
going to the
season.
World Cup.
Yeah,
that kills everybody. But the
I
thing
mean,
is,
I don't care. As someone before, it was a case of I don't give a monkeys if City wins it. If we're not winning it, let City win it. I don't know any supporters. So I mean, no one's going to rattle me. No one's in my face. I don't care. Now I'm like, no, they're taking a piss.
no. I've had enough. This is
Anyone.
This is the big Premier League. Like I've been saying, if you go on social media, they always talk about the Premier League is the best league, and all the other leagues are farmers' leagues. We've got one club that's winning the league every single year, and the Premier League has the more money than everybody else. The transfers over this summer transfer window was 4 billion. 4 billion. So 4 billion out of the 20 clubs in the Premier League, and you've got one club dominating the Premier League. And it's only been one club in Liverpool, with all the money that Chelsea have got, Man United got, Arsenal have got, that one club. That's what I'm saying. We've got that one club's only stayed with Man City for a certain amount of time. Don't you think that's embarrassing for the rest of the Premier League?
Well, I think that everyone else, I've said it before, I think it's embarrassing that you guys haven't made more of a fight of it being, because we have dominant pairings throughout the years. This has been your best squad for how many years?
This is our best squad in 30 years.
So you was close enough to Man City. You was within touching distance of Man City. But yet, your lack of spending, which you have, may have hindered you in certain areas.
I think you're 100%. I think there's a few times where we've caught Man City where we were talking, who is better, Liverpool or Man City? And when Liverpool needed to kick on and buy, they didn't. Man City didn't, and then Man City took a couple of more steps. But in a whole, I think the Premier League is average. Apart from 2 clubs,
it's always 2 clubs fighting. When is it ever 3 clubs?
No, it's never 3 clubs.
It's never so as strong as it's been in previous years anyway. Like when Chelsea, Arsenal, United, City coming up, you guys are thereabouts. It's always only.
I think with the frequency with the change of managers, also teams have got different levels as well. What they're looking for at the end of a season, get the top 6. Do you know what I mean? They've got their goals. Then no one's setting their sights on winning the league.
But that's always happened. That's always happened. You always had teams who have top 6. You have teams who start mid-table. You have teams who fight relegation. But we've never had since I've been watching Premier League. We've never had 2 teams winning 14, 15 games on the spin. Do you know what I'm saying? Like even the great Man United sides were winning 15 games in a row. The great Chelsea sides, the invincible side with Arsenal. That's what I'm saying. So at Liverpool's peak and where Man City are still doing it now, they were racking off 13, 14 wins on the spin.
Yeah,
that's embarrassing. That was never happening. The great Man United teams of 1999 when it won the treble, they weren't winning 13, 14 games in a row. wins, not even 14 games undefeated. 14 wins, straight wins, win after win after win. It got to a point where you're not even watching the game because you know what's going to happen.
But you're lording after something that's only ever going to be one winner. So all of both can win 100 games as long as the whole point is getting over the line.
No, but that's not my point. I was saying that's
embarrassing. I see it as you lot of bad dance partners, bro. You haven't made a fist of it. You haven't come on. You haven't made it. You haven't taken the edge.
What are you on about, bruv? We've took it down to the last second of the title. So what? The wire. So how have we not put a best of fist of it?
No,
we've took them down to the limit.
The money, you haven't invested properly. You haven't taken it to that next level.
Oh, investment, yeah.
100%. In terms of it whole. So yeah, you can say all what you've said, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many times you challenge them and take them to the last game and all the rest of it. Who won it?
Yeah, see.
But you won it up. So you're sitting here complaining about this is meant to be the best league in the world, etc., etc. We've already established that two teams are always the ones up top challenging. You've got being the second challengers, and you lot haven't. So that makes you look bad dad's partners. You haven't taken your chances.
I'll make you right. I
think that's unfair.
You can say you're gonna say it's unfair, but you can re-laugh. Oh, we won 15. Yeah, I get all of that. But at the end of the day, the facts are the facts. You can't sit there and say that.
One point.
And on the other hand, say it's unfair.
1 point away from last season. 1 point away from last season. And look at us now.
Yeah, we lost on goal difference. We've
done us now.
Do you know what I mean? That's the way it goes, man. That's the mentality.
Like I said, I don't think it's as bad as what Liverpool fans or even what Man United fans think how bad their team is. I don't think it's always as bad as what you think it is.
No,
at the end of the day, Liverpool only 5 points behind Man City, and their players are. And most of their players should be back after international duty. And in 2 weeks' time, we play Man City. And then we'll see. See. So that's it. In 2 weeks' time, we will see. Because now, after 2 weeks, if we beat them, you see how quick Liverpool fans will be like, "Raw, we can actually do this."
And if
then we know we're fighting for top four.
But you don't know because, again, if you lose the game, is it the end of the world? It's not currently. It's not. The way it all stands, it's not. Like, this is what I'm saying about football, yeah? It's reactionary. It's so bad now.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
F being a manager, that's madness. Because you can't lose 2 games and all of a sudden everything's gone mad. Bro, I was listening to TalkSport. Man, you lost the first two games. O'Hara's saying, the question was, could Man United get relegated? He said yes.
He's a donut anyway. He's just the most shit.
And the same happened to Arsenal last season. Like, could they get relegated? The question was asked. Not many people like, yeah. And then his example was, I was in a good Wolves team that went down.
Bro, that was dead. That Wolves team was dead.
That was way before this era. Yeah, this was the Mick McCarthy era. Roger Johnson, Kevin Doyle, Matt Jarvis, Den man in there.
That team was dead.
And you're comparing. Come on, get out of there, man. Forget it. Like, this is so. It's something we're all here to talk about it, because that's what all platforms are there to do. But it makes everything reactionary.
But don't you think social media's made it reactionary? Because listen, there, before a ball was being kicked, or it was pre-season, you man, especially Tobias, was calling Nunes noodles already. like you were killing him already. Like it was over. No, you can't see it. I'm not having that. You can't. No. Football.
Can you see the difference between? Can you see in these short couple of games played? Can you see the difference between Haaland's touches and Andy Carroll's touches?
Haaland don't have no touches. Haaland don't touch the ball.
Listen, yeah. That's Haaland just scores, and 2, you can't. I don't know who put this bloody debate where Nunes versus Haaland. It was never a debate. There was only one better footballer. So I don't know where this Nunes versus. I feel sorry for Nunes. I don't know where he's being debated with Haaland. Where Haaland was scored 23 goals in 21 Champions League goals.
Give him a couple of seasons.
But we are. No, as football fans, we are reactionary because of social media. Because
No.
you, man, yes. Wait,
No,
let me finish.
no.
Let me finish. Because pre-season, Liverpool played Man United. Nunes is his first game. Came off the bench. He didn't even miss. You're laughing already. He didn't even miss a bad chance. 1906 and Tobias were killing me. 1906, text me. That Nunes is shit. He's shit. Listen, Tobias texts me. His new name's Noodles, not even Nunes. I'm like, wow. Are we kidding players in pre-season?
I stole that from who was it? Ransom Expressions. I think Ransom Expressions called him Noodles. I was like,
so are we kidding players?
No,
I think now, back in the
No,
day,
but what has he done to impress you so far?
No, okay.
he hasn't played.
With
He
that,
hasn't played 906.
What I will say is, in that element for Nunes, for me, yeah, or Noodles, whatever you want to call it, yeah, is for one, yeah. Like you can. I'm not gonna kill him. I think he's got hope. He's got that endeavor. So as long as he's got that endeavor, he's always got hope in it. So he's calm.
Oh, look,
And he's got a manager, elite manager.
And you look create chances. So he's always going to score goals. But it's banter, isn't it? He's only if it was anyone else, then it wouldn't have been that.
No, 1906 is killing him already. He's saying he's not good enough.
He's not good enough. You can see he's not good enough.
So what has he done? He's had 240 minutes worth of football,
and he hasn't shown me shit yet. In those minutes, he hasn't shown me that he's a finisher. He's a top finisher. He hasn't shown me he's got some pace. He hasn't shown me he can hold up the man on the ball. He hasn't shown me anything yet in those minutes.
He's rapid.
I'll behave. Bassi, that tank the other night, was keeping up with him.
But Bassi's quick though.
Quicker than Nunes. How's that work? He's a tank.
Oh my God, you chat the most rubbish, man. Fucking hell.
He's a tree.
Some centre halves are quicker than forwards.
Yeah, I was quicker than Shaq.
He was, to be fair. Some centre halves are quicker than forwards.
No.
So how can you say he's not quick?
I'll give him that.
You're chatting. No, I'm not having that.
You
can't. In my opinion, you can't be calling man toilet, and he's hardly played games.
No, you did.
I called Naby Keita toilet after 3 games.
Yeah, but Naby Keita's not toilet though. He's just injury problems. You're the only person who thinks he's toilet.
He's not the only person.
You are.
906.
No.
906. Yeah. Shaq done the same with Fred. So I don't know what he's talking about. The first time Fred kicked the ball for United, yeah, he done exactly the same. So how he can sit there and say now that you can't judge a man after one goal? No. See, this is what I'm saying about.
It's true.
Nah, Fred was shit though, bro. Fred was shit, bro.
Shaq will bend anything, yeah, as long as it fits his agenda. Listen,
he cussed down McTominay. He was cussing.
No, but McTominay was always dead though, bro. Like that's not even a debate, bro. Like he was always dead. But Fred, I don't know. I did call Fred was dead from like I saw for 5 minutes.
There you go.
I just thought it was dodgy. Like when I saw the diag, Brazilian man have got diags on lock in it. He tried a 60-yard diag and it just went in row X.
Yeah, don't worry about that, man. Don't worry about Fred.
I was like, boy, he was dead. And the name Fred as well.
And Nunes, for me, in those 200 minutes or so that he has got, he's missed open goals. He's I don't know, that header that we got a penalty for, where was that going?
He got a penalty. He got a penalty.
To the corner flag.
What got me was the flick. You know the back heel? That got me, bro. No, that one killed me dead. That's when I knew. But what I will say, yeah, is that he gets what I will say about him, yeah, he gets in unbelievable positions. No, the back heel killed me. I'm sorry.
The back heel, but the thing is, he ran off like he meant it.
When he slowed that down, I was in tears. How late was he flicked? to catch that got me now. That's when I said, you know what? Forget the horn, forget the new no, even now.
So, Shaq, in your question, yeah, you can tell they're shit from birth, mate.
No.
You know what? Listen, I pray he does come good, but I agree. I think from 5 minutes you can kind of tell who's a baller or not in it.
But
You
what
don't
I was
need
saying,
he's awkward, bruv.
you know
He's
who
awkward.
he reminds me of? Javier Hernandez. Because
Them dumb running, them straight runs.
Dumb running. Remember the first time in the World Cup we see
Yeah, we were texting each other. Run. It was
one straight line.
The straight run was so straight. I don't know how he kept on the side.
A straight run and a straight ball. It was both. You know, like even English coaches tell you never run under a straight pass.
He fed your run. It was straight. He just breezed after the ball. Man didn't even look at halfway line. Man didn't look at offside. Man just took the chance. You know when you're crossing the road, don't look left or right. Just sprint.
and he reminds me of that. But if I remember Hernandez's first goal, it was an open goal and he kicked it against his face and it went in.
Yeah. I have to look at that one again.
No, look for that one. It might have been against Stoke or something. Stoke Sunderland, one of those things. He kicked the ball up against his face and it went in, bro. Right.
And the thing is, with Liverpool, yeah, we can't make things. We have to make this work because we ain't gonna spend another 60, 70 million pounds on a striker.
Yeah,
so this has to work.
If it don't work out, you have to, man. You have to. You know what it is? If it doesn't work out, you got to call it early.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, Klopp can't.
What's early though?
Tomorrow. Early is end of the season. If you know, like Chelsea.
Did 906 say tomorrow?
You can see it. Like.
What you will say, you've got it for the season at least, isn't it? There's no point in rocking the boat. But if you don't see signs by the end of the season and he's moving like Lukaku, and then you got to make the move. No, I'm not even. This is because Lukaku scores goals and not. But it goes with the whole atmosphere.
I think Klopp's too stubborn. I think he keeps him.
Yeah, but you know footballers though. You know footballers. They'll be in training. Yeah, and they'll be looking at how much he's bought for. And them little whispers will start.
Saying that, even like we wouldn't play at that type of level, but I've played football, and man are writing man off after one training session. Man are writing man off. Man looking at each other like no.
It's ruthless. The game's ugly, bro.
Yeah, like, it is. Man are saying man, he ain't built. One training session, you know.
And it's the banter as well.
Yeah.
You get some characters.
No, it's true.
No, do you remember that? Do you remember that YouTube one that went round when you get the different type of player? You get the bossy player, you get the skillful one, but he's got all the skill on the side of the pitch. But put it in the game, you ain't got nothing. The one that just run up and down, all that kind of thing. I look at Nunes and I think, you've got the physique, you've got the look of a, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, the modern day striker and everything else. But no.
Because he's good looking, he should be a footballer. All these footballers are
I'm talking about the physique. He's got the build, do you know what I mean? Everything's there. Everything's there for him. Apart from
what happened to the Ian Dowers in the game, bro? What happened to the Ian Dowers in the game?
Bassey should never be holding him down. Never.
Bassey's hench.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You've never seen Bassey play.
Bassey shouldn't be keeping up with him.
Bassey's rapid. Bassey's rapid. You've never seen Bassey play before. You've never seen him play before. You just heard his name.
Seen him play before.
I'm telling you.
You just see that he was silver on the FIFA cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Did you see that?
Bassey's a player. A lot of clubs are after him. Bassey's a player.
I ain't seen no one after him in this window.
Bro, Bassey's a player. He went for Ajax for 20 mil.
He went from Rangers to Ajax.
Most of the
but what I'm saying is I didn't see no one looking for him in the Premier League.
They were. Bar the top six and below.
Who was?
They were all looking for him, apart from the top six.
Forest.
Man said, "Oh, shatter." You know the old school one. Shatter. No,
This
is a bad
Watch your Liverpool buy Bassey for 50 mil, mate, to replace Van Dijk.
I'm supporting Dulwich Hamlets. I've got my Dulwich Hamlets scarf and I'm going that way.
Because you're kidding Bassey. Bassey's a player. But yeah, Arsenal, I don't know if they're title contenders. I don't know if anybody's title contenders, to be fair, but Man City. I think Liverpool you got to say Liverpool title contenders because they're previous. And I think
not this season.
The players coming back, I think Ajax was an indicator where I think they looked a lot better than what they have. And that's with their players coming back. So
yeah, but they looked a lot better because Ajax played a perfect way for you guys. Ajax are like you lot; they play the same way regardless.
Yeah, they will go out and play.
It was the perfect team for you lot to play against. A team that's going to play constantly. You know what they're going to do. They're going to play out from the back. But I wouldn't use that as a judgment stick. To be fair, I always think that you guys would be good, man. Like, I don't think it would be that bad.
No, I don't think it's as bad as it is. I just think we had, even myself, I think we had realistic expectations on Nunes, where he's coming from the Portuguese league. I thought he would do a lot better. I'm not going to kill him yet, but usually when you see strikers, just their touches and their movements, you can think, yeah. Even when Suarez first come, Suarez weren't scoring as much, but you knew that you was different.
Yeah, but Suarez is just different.
Yeah, you knew he was different.
What do you see in Ivan Toney?
A better version of Nunes at the moment. That's what I see in Ivan Toney.
He's got a bit of everything, Ivan Toney.
That's what we thought Nunes was going to be, a bit of everything. Good in the air, quick, strong.
Can pass the
ball, hold the play up, running behind.
All of
Ivan
that.
Toney could do all of that.
I'm still looking that in Noodles. Still looking for it.
Yeah, but it'd be interesting who are title contenders. All right, World Cup's coming. I'm not going to touch the World Cup too much. But England, yeah. England, they've got basically one more internationals. I'm not really a big international fan of Nations League and all of that. Only when it's World Cup, I'll get into it. England's starting lineup. How would you, if you was for Southgate, how would you line up England, and can England go far in the tournament?
I'll let T sort that one out. I can't see England doing any. Well, what lineup they've got? They're going to lose. They're going to draw. They've scraped through the first round. Luckily, luck. Whoever you put in there, just through the British Bulldog grit, that will carry them through as far as it can go. But as organisation and skills and everything, they're coming out early, whatever the competition.
Yeah, well, if you go from previous tournaments, they've been there. In the last two tournaments, they've been there or thereabouts.
Semi-final and final.
We can call them the International Liverpool.
International Liverpool,
No, sorry.
He thinks he's going to try to make us bite. I'm not even biting. I'm not even biting. He's gonna like this guy who ain't won everything. This guy, I'm not even biting.
But listen, I think the difference is this time round is that the players that he wants to start are not starting for their club. He's got that difficulty. He's picked 12 defenders in this thing. What is that? What's the importance there?
That's bonkers.
Plus, people are going to look at England more. He used to say that he goes, when the mask starts to slip, doesn't it? So initially you got the squads back in because you said, okay, I'm only going to pick people on form. Clearly, and only people who are playing. Clearly, he's gone against that now because the people that he's picked within the team are not starting or playing. So, or in form, shall I say? So, his job's a lot harder than it was in the first couple of tournaments because he had a free hit, didn't he? Now there's expectation. I think everyone's expecting England to do something and get to at least the semi-finals. If you're going from their previous tournaments. So, and if you look internationally, who are you looking at as a threat? You're looking at Deschamps, France, and Mbappe, who's just absolutely lost the plot, and Pogba, who's doing all sorts. Who knows?
I think Brazil are good. I think
Brazil are good, but defensively, we're always going to go back to that with Brazil defensively. And the one thing I will say is that Neymar's hungry now.
Yeah, he's flying.
Neymar's seen Mbappe and he's like, he wants to put him back in his box. So Neymar's a bit hungry.
And your PSG shout is looking decent, to be fair. You call PSG.
You know what?
I watched him the other day. I was like, they can get just Mbappe to be on board. I think he's still doing well, but in his head, he just thinks he's just so much better than everybody else, and everything should just go through him. But if he can just play his role, I think they're problems. I do think they're problems.
I thought it, but then I was looking at Mbappe's conduct the other day, and I'm thinking, oh my God, what is going on?
But why has he gone like this? But why?
Like,
why?
How do you go from Mbappe that everyone loved and he was that humble to now?
He's the most hated player. Everyone hates him. I'm like 3 years ago, he was everybody's favorite player.
Golden boy, like
Golden boy now,
like a nice character. Like all that seems to just change, gone in an instant.
Now
he seems to be poisoned.
Yeah, bro. He's just like, what the hell's going on?
As a child, you want to be that player. Do you know what I mean? You want to be the Messi. You want to be the Ronaldo. Do you know what I mean? Mbappe, you don't hear kids saying, "I'm." You know what I mean? Mbappe.
Listen, shall I tell you the only person I've seen do what Mbappe does? Balotelli.
Yeah,
that's the only man. Like Ronaldo, Messi, Ibrahimovic. All these Benzemas, you can go through it with Lewandowski's. All these elite players don't do what I'm seeing this guy do. The only player that I can say that I've seen that from is Balotelli.
Yeah, it's mad. Implode.
Like the ball's still in play. He didn't get the ball, and it wasn't even like he was a clear on anyway. My man's throwing his arms up in there, walking off.
Turned round and walked off.
Stopped. The ball's still going, and if he would have carried on, he would have scored. Because
he would have scored because he still had the space.
And the ball fizzed across the box or fizzed across the goal.
That's why, in my opinion, he can't go Real Madrid. He can't. That attitude, he can't go Real Madrid.
Does he feel like he has to act like that because does he feel in himself inferior to Messi and Neymar?
No, in his head. No, bruv. In his head, he thinks he's better. And everything should go through him. That's what it is. He thinks he's better than Messi. He thinks he's better than Neymar. He's saying these men are inferior to me. I'm number one. Give me the ball.
Is he going to implode for true?
Huh?
So is he going to implode for true? Hold on. What were you saying that Pogba done the thing for true then? Is this what we're saying?
I don't know.
No, this is what we're saying.
I don't know. I heard that's all lies, but I don't know, bro. It's changed overnight.
No, because if we're saying that Mbappe went from there and he's gone to there, then the only thing that sort of hits in between is that because it don't make no sense.
But the contract made sense though. It's the contract what he got.
Yeah, but even look, them men have had that money though.
No, bro. He's basically the manager, the chairman, the agent.
Is that true?
He's everything, bro.
How can that be true?
Tobias, listen, my man got 100 million signing on fee. When have you heard 100 million?
So that
when have you heard someone getting 100 million pounds signing on fee?
So that means, the only other place that Mbappe can go now is Newcastle. Because
they can't pay him. Nobody else can pay him.
Not only payment is. Do you think that Mbappe can go Real Madrid with that attitude?
You're mad.
No,
you're mad.
No.
But he could have gone with that attitude at Man City or even Liverpool.
Exactly.
Even the Prem. Even just coming to the Premier League, he couldn't have that attitude. They'll kill him. He'd be done.
Well,
the press, the fans, they'd be all over him.
Yeah.
Well, if we're looking at the only place that he looks likely to go is Real Madrid, do you think he can go there like that?
No chance. No, he won't last. He won't last. Listen, people forgot.
No.
I've seen Kaka melt.
No.
Kaka was the best player on the planet.
Fans will be running on the pitch, punching him.
Forget about that. Yeah, Real Madrid will buy you and sit you down somewhere just out of spite.
Yeah,
you know, like them ones. They will sell you the dream. Yeah, they will sell you their whole dream. I say, you're that guy. Yeah, sit down there.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear it.
Straight.
This is like the best Mbappe stays where he is.
Bruv, I've seen Real Madrid boo Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo's scoring 50s every year. I've seen them boo him.
Yeah.
For his attitude. So imagine Mbappe
doing that there.
Doing that. Oh, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Sure. You're
great.
so, no, it's over. But
But going back to England, if you had to pick the first game of the season, if you had to pick the starting lineup, who would you pick for England? How would you do it? What formation would you pick? Because I've got a theory where I would play 2 formations. It depends on the team. Because I don't think the team's good enough to play 1 formation.
Well, I don't know. The way he's got the amount of defenders he's got, he's going to have to play 4 at the back just to squeeze them in.
Go on then. Tell me what you're saying.
So say England were playing, say, Brazil, I would mostly go to a back 3. Because to me, a back 5, basically a back 5, yeah, three centre halves. So 3 centre halves, 2 wing backs. Because to me, England's weakest part of their team is the 3 centre halves. The centre back.
You're putting an extra centre half because you have to.
Yeah. So I would go Walker. That's what I'm saying. But some of the centre halves are not playing, and I can't. And the ones I'm saying I don't really like. So I'll go Walker, Stones, and I'm gonna go Tyrone Mings. Reason being,
Mings.
Bro, there's nobody else.
You know what? Yeah, the man. This is how I know the hatred's deep. Yeah, like the man lost you the Premier League last year. Tyrone Mings lost you, man, the Premiership last year, and you put him in the team. Yeah, cool.
Bruv,
I'm not even.
Listen, I can't put nobody else because Maguire hasn't been playing. And reason why I'm putting Mings is I don't like him. I think he's terrible, but he's a left-sided centre half. He's got a left foot. So I'm gonna go.
So who did you put?
So I've got Walker because Walker's got pace. He'll stop. Yeah. He'll stop the
Walker, Stones.
Walker, Stones, Tyrone Mings. So I've gone 3. So my 2 wing backs will be Reece James and Chilwell. 3 midfield, I would go just all out attack because these 2 holding midfield players don't work. So I'll go Declan Rice as my holding. I'll put Foden in the middle with Mason Mount because they both can play and they both can press. And then I'll play one it's like a number 10, one off Kane. So I'll put Sterling off Kane. And then if it was a team where I expect to win, I'll go 4-3-3. Maybe Stones and Mings as centre halves. Then it'd be a toss-up between Walker and Reece James, Chilwell left back. 3 in midfield, I'll go Rice again. Rice, Foden, Mount. Then I'll go Saka on one side, Sterling on the other, Harry Kane through the middle. It just all depends on what team I'm playing against. If I'm a team I'm going to dominate, I'll go for a 4-3-3. If a team where I know I'm not going to have most of the ball, if I'm playing Brazil or even a Germany or Spain where I know I'm not going to have the ball, I'll go 3 centre halves. And I think England got half a chance of doing well. They won't win it, but half a chance of doing well.
I don't know. I
think it's pot luck with this lot. Absolutely.
It all depends on how he wants to play in the team he picks. How can you pick a team? Let's say, for instance, we know he's going to go with Maguire. Maguire is bereft of confidence. Like
he's shot to bits.
He's gone, like mentally, and he's gone.
He's Dyer in the team.
I forgot about Dyer. Sorry, Dyer. I knew there was one missing. Dyer.
How can you put Mings in over Dyer?
No, I forgot Dyer. I knew that. This is off the top of my head, and I was thinking about I knew I'm missing someone. I'll go Dyer instead of Mings because Dyer plays a 3 at the back, so he knows it's a team. So basically, he should be the first at the centre halves. He should be the first name on it because he plays it. He plays 3 at the back. He plays.
Has he taken Tomori in this squad?
Oh yeah, Tomori's there as well. I forgot about Tomori. Tomori could easily be in there as well. He could easily be in a 3.
He's not going to use him because he hasn't had that international experience and he's not a household name and all that kind of nonsense. So you ain't going to see him.
Well,
just won the Serie A, didn't he?
That's what I'm saying. He just won a title with AC Milan. So Southgate then is contradicting himself again. Then, so he's talking about playing players on form, but when it comes down to it, he goes to his tried and trusted.
That's right.
And the tried and trusted are not on form.
Who did you go and go? Pickford.
Yeah,
I'm going Pope.
It could be any of them.
I'm going Pope. But
he's going to go with Pickford because Pickford's never let him down.
All this playing from the back nonsense is trash. You know what I mean? Because we're not good enough to do it.
Yeah, straight.
So like, why put it on yourself and think that you're going to get the ball and start throwing it out to any of your centre halves?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll go similar to you. I'll go Kyle Walker. I'll go Pope, Kyle Walker. If I say what I would go for, wow. How can you have so many defenders and they all be so bad?
It's all bad. It's like picking. It's like take your pick. They're all bad.
You going Walker,
Bartomori.
Yeah, but then you like, can you? Okay, I'd go. If it was me, I'd go Walker, Dyer, Tomori.
Yeah.
Debate on the left-hand side currently because Chilwell hasn't been playing and he's just come back from an injury.
But Shaw's shot to bits though.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. I'm putting Reece James there.
Who you play right wing back?
Who's Trent? Then I'm going to have 2 holding midfielders because now I've got a point to have 2 holding midfielders because you clean up after Trent. Yeah, like that's your job, isn't it?
But the thing is, you got Walker there, so Walker's got pace. Walker's
yeah,
playing
but even though you got Walker there, I still need someone in that hole, filling in that gap. Yeah. Then I'm gonna have.
That's why I put Foden in there.
Foden's got to play.
Yeah, has to.
But I'll put him in the middle.
Foden
to get him playing.
Foden, Kane. You got to go Sterling, ain't you?
Sterling.
Yeah, but you've gone for two. You're going for 2 holding midfield players again. What can't control the tempo of a football match?
Man,
that's
England's problem. Don't do that. Just kick. This is why I'm playing Pope because I don't even want you to do that. Because
counter. It's counter.
Anyway.
It's counter.
Kick that out, bro. Yeah, kick that out. Trent, get high. Trent, Reece James, get high.
It's counter.
Foden, drop in the middle. Sterling come in. Yeah, bro. Like that's it. Kick it long. Forget all of this. Everyone thinks I'm playing from the back now.
Play second balls straight.
Play second balls, mate. Why am I then
bringing Shaw Dyche tactics to the World Cup?
It's got to be with quality. If you do with quality, them old school ones, it will work, bro. Like expose it. Play like you're playing out from the back because they're always going to press you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So everyone's
one hoof.
You leave that hole in the middle. Foden drops in, picks it up. Go, man. Like forget all of this.
Them Spanish centre halves don't know what hit them, boy. They'd be like, what the hell is this? Flicking balls on.
But Reece James and Trent just bombing from everywhere. And then the 2 fucking water carriers doing what they're meant to do. Carry that water, man. Mop up. You know what I mean? This is your job. If you're not doing anything else, the least you can do is doggies.
Listen, we'll touch that when it's close to the World Cup. We'll come back to how we'll think England will do. All right. Winners and losers of the weekend. 1906. We know how this goes. Who's your winning team and winning player of the weekend?
Hold on. Let me get it was the winners. Let me get the scores up.
So Spurs 1, Arsenal 1, Man City 1, Aston Villa 1. I think that was it. That's the only teams that played.
Yeah, winners has to be Spurs, I think, probably.
What, beating Leicester 6-2, yeah?
Yeah.
That was a weird game. Did you not watch that? Because it was tight. It was weird.
Until Son came on.
It was close. It was close until Son came on.
Yeah.
It was a close game. Like, you thought, when I was watching, I said, Leicester can still get something out of this game. The next minute I blink, it's like 6-2.
Yeah.
All right, so you've gone for Spurs. Player, who's your winning player of the weekend?
For me,
probably
has to be Son.
One person.
I'll say Son. I mean, he had a bit of pressure on him. Everyone's putting him down. Everyone's saying he should be dropped, and he's rubbish. They're taking him out the dream teams and fantasy football teams. It
was the right thing, though, because everyone said he should be dropped. He was dropped. He come on and scored a 30-minute hat-trick.
Yeah.
So it worked.
It worked, 100%. And great goals as well. Tobias, you? Same?
Winners, I wanted to go Arsenal, but I'm not. I'm going to go for a team that I see last week that you were absolutely annihilating them again. Everton.
They were good. They were good. They were good
against some signings, you know.
They're right. They're home. I don't think they'll be like near the top 10, but
No.
they'll be all right because they're
Uh,
home form. At home, they're gonna be hard to beat.
Idrissa Gay back. Koski,
Anana looks good.
Anana,
Good.
Koski, Connor Cody.
Yeah,
Like,
they got a good side. Mope will get goals.
Like now they've tried the Joe Linton thing on Iwobi in the centre midfield.
Yeah, and that's working. It's working. He don't stop running.
I'm telling you.
And they got a bag of runners as well, you know.
Yeah.
And if they can get
Gordon,
get Gordon and Gray consistent, they'll cause anybody problems.
But yeah, you lot were killing them last week. I saw it.
Yeah, it was.
I thought that was a bit weird because the signings they've made. Once I saw, that's what I said. Try doing our predictions before the transfer window is hard because
it's hard. Yeah.
Like now with the signings they've made, you're more confident that
they'll be all right.
They'll be all right.
It's just their manager. He's still question marks. But yeah, I'm gonna go for Arsenal for the winning team because I thought this is 2 years ago or a year ago they would have lost that or even.
But Brentford were bad though.
I know, but I think Arsenal made them look bad. Made them look bad. I think from the first minute, you knew there was only 1 minute. The way Arsenal popped it around them, I just thought this game is over already. After 1 minute, I think after 1 minute, they had a big chance. They had about 20 pass combination and should have scored. And like that, I think that's a big win for Arsenal in a sense of losing to Man United and bouncing back. Usually, Arsenal would spiral. When they lose one, they will lose 2, 3, 4, and they'll just lose it. But just to lose to Man United and come back against a tough team who, on their day, could give anybody problems, they made it look simple. So I'm going to go for them. Player, I'm going to go for Son. 30-minute hat trick. That's ridiculous. Yeah. All right. What about loser team of the weekend?
Leicester.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to say.
I'm going to go West Ham. You know, I'm going to go West Ham.
Yeah, they're struggling, you know, but they got good players. I think they'll turn it around.
They have, but now Moyes has done what Moyes done. He spent money. Now you don't know who to blame because now he's got Loris Antonio and Loris across the team, and now he's trying to pick and choose instead of picking a definitive team. Just pick your team.
Yeah,
you don't need to keep chopping changes and trying to keep everyone happy. Forget all of that. Like this is just Moyes does what Moyes does, but spent a bit of money. Now it's panic station. He done that at Everton when he brought that. Who was that? Russian-Ukrainian, was it Russian or Ukrainian left winger?
Yeah.
Blacker,
they spent like loads of money. He was dead after 10.
I thought he was techie though. I thought he was decent.
Yeah, he just couldn't. But he's not a Moyes player. Couldn't run.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go for Rodgers because Rodgers is basically what you've just described. Moyes, that's Rodgers as well. When Rodgers is he's the nearly man.
Yeah,
he's always been the nearly man. Even before
defense, though, he hasn't signed no one.
Yeah, but I know he hasn't signed anyone. But when he was when Leicester were at their peak, when he did have players where they should have got top 4, what happened? Didn't do it. He didn't make it. He's a nearly man. He's always been a nearly man. He always gets close, but never close enough. And then when it gets close, when he know he can't do it anymore, it just starts to spiral out of control. And that's what is happening. And you look at their players as well. No way with the players they've got, they should be bottom of the league and getting battered every week. I know they haven't bought anybody, but they've got some good players still.
But who they got then? If we're looking at that and they've lost.
Madison's a good player. Yeah. Tielemans is a good player.
Tielemans handed in his.
He's gone. He's cashed out. He's cashed out.
About a year ago. Like he's been one out of there for time.
Yeah, he's cashed out. They got Castagna. I think Wilfred Ndidi's gone backwards. I don't know what's going on there.
Ndidi's lost.
He looks so bad because 2 years ago, even 3 years ago, you could have said Ndidi is maybe the top 3 or 4 best holding midfield players in the Prem.
Last year, you would have took him, and I said,
you would have took him. Now, he looks like he's replaying in a championship, just like a championship player.
Yeah, but then, and they've lost Schmeichel, and they've lost who else have they lost? Fofana.
But should they still be bottom though?
Yeah, but no investment. I'm looking defensively. Who they got?
Yeah, they're bad.
Like, Johnny Evans is still playing.
Yeah,
true.
They brought Vestergaard. I can't see him.
Yeah, and Schmeichel's a big player for them.
Yeah,
that is the biggest one for me.
That's mad.
Why Nice?
You see, Nice is lovely to live at. He's been thinking Leicester or Nice.
It must be, but you just think, but you think, all right, from the Premier League. For the Premier League, maybe the Italian League, maybe the French League. Well, no, the French League, but I'm thinking a bigger club.
No, Nice. Where's he going to go? What?
Where's he going?
I don't know. I'm sure he would have had better pickings than Nice, surely. Yeah. So is that just for the family? It's just a strange club to go to after.
That's his level. That's his level.
Like, where's he? He's gone to a similar team in the
that's his level.
League One, then he was at a Premier League team. Like,
I don't know.
So where would he have went?
And they've got money there. They've brought in a few players. They've
got money. They've got a new chairman. He's got money.
And it's great. Yeah, come on, man. It's perfect.
Yeah, I think that's
where else was he going?
I think he could have gone United.
Yeah. Could have, to be fair, as a backup.
Tobias loves the hair. He's the hair's number one. Right hand man, left hand man. He will bang the hair drum forever.
I don't need to bang the hair drum, bro. Like, how many player the seasons in how many years? Talk to him, man. He was holding the ship up by himself at one point. So you got to pay his respect. What? Because we're asking him to do something that he can't do. And that was identified ages ago. That's why he doesn't play for Spain. Like, come on. Like, why are we playing around like everyone can do the same thing? They can't. That's the whole point. Do you know what I mean? Like, so we now De Gea is shit because he can't play with the ball at his feet. Well,
he's never had that.
So that's what he's done. So don't play that way, and it won't affect you. If you play a different way,
I don't think Schmeichel's that bad, to be honest.
No, I think he's a good keeper. But I don't think he's an elite goalkeeper where he can go to a top club after Leicester at his age as well. I think he's a very good goalkeeper.
How old is he?
That's it.
Roughly.
He's in his
about 33, isn't he?
Yeah, 34, even more than that.
I didn't know he was that old. Honestly,
he's been around. Yeah, Schmeichel's been around for ages. So yeah, my loser player of the weekend is Ndidi. I think he looks shot to pieces. I think every time I watch him, he just looks so bad. I don't know what you guys think, but we've touched it before. Terrible. I think Ndidi's terrible.
Because even with them centre halves, they've been playing people like Ndidi, that Daniel Amati at centre half.
Yeah.
Kind of helps, but no excuse. But he hasn't looked great recently. He hasn't looked great of recent, but then none of them have done.
Yeah.
Vardy's off the boil and he refuses to just put Daka up there and let Vardy just be that sub man from now on. Why buy Daka then?
Yeah.
Daka's a Black Vardy. You know what I'm saying? That was
exactly the same. There's nothing.
And use Vardy as the impact sub.
Yeah. But I think the players have cashed out on him. I think it's a matter of time. I think he'll be sacked by after the international weekend.
He won't. He's not bad enough to get relegated, and he'll pick up some results coming up soon.
Maybe.
I don't mind Dewsbury Hall and Harvey Barnes. They're right.
He's a good player. You know who I like is the Brighton player. What's his name? Who's I'd have realised he's flipping Argentinian. I thought he was Scottish. McAllister.
Oh, McAllister.
Oh, he can play. That boy can play. Oh, he's a player. Yeah. I'm like, when I looked at him, I was like, raw. He's Argentinian. I thought he was like, I didn't know who he played for. I heard McAllister. I was like, he's not Scottish because I've never seen him play for Scotland.
I only know from FM, man.
Yeah, I was like, no, baller. Baller. But yeah. All right, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back on Thursday or maybe after the internationals. Tobias or 906, you got anything more to say?
Clap out.
Transition.
Nunes to score 25 goals.
Behave yourself.
How much did you say before the start of the season?
I think I said 20 in all comps.
You said 20 in all comps. I said 4.
Fucking 4.
No, you said 15, I think.
Did I say 15? Was it 15?
No. I think 1906 said 15.
Yeah.
I think I said 20 all comps. What do you think? Tobias?
I think I said around 12, 13 league goals.
You said 12, 13, innit?
League goals, yeah.
League goals, yeah.
Once again, Shaq's seeing something that no one else is, man. I need your glasses, son.
Listen, 1906. When you make a mind up on a player, it don't matter what he does. He might turn into prime Brazilian Ronaldo. In your head, he's shit. That's what you do. 1906. There's not. Since I've known you, there's not one player where you thought it was rubbish, and you've put your hands up. And
I've been right.
Huh?
I've been right.
But we know his new player, and it's Carvalho. So
yeah, Carvalho. He said he can't do nothing wrong. Carvalho can't do nothing wrong. Shock.
Not yet.
Nah, mate. You said he's the new Coutinho, mate. So
you called
definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. He's there. Watch this. What's that? Well, I'm telling you, 2 seasons, and you'll be like, yeah. Best player in the league.
Fucking hell. On that note, we are Real Talk Football TV. We are out.